Under the due process clauses of the Fifth and 14th Amendments, a defendant who lacks the capacity to understand the consequences of the proceedings or assist counsel is incompetent to stand trial. But what if the government seeks to force a defendant to take medication to make that defendant competent to stand trial? May the government do so? In Sell v. United States, the United States Supreme Court considered this question. Charles Sell was a dentist from Missouri who had a history of mental illness. In the late 1990s, the United States government charged Sell in federal district court with healthcare fraud. During the proceedings, a federal judge ordered a psychiatric examination and found Sell competent to stand trial. The judge then released Sell on bail, and a grand jury later brought a superseding indictment. At his initial appearance for the new charges, Sell acted inappropriately. In addition, the government alleged that Sell sought to intimidate a witness. Consequently, the judge, based on a psychiatrist's report of Sell's worsening condition, revoked his bail. A few months later, a grand jury issued a new indictment charging Sell with attempted murder of the agent who arrested him and a former employee who planned to testify against him. Sell then asked the judge to reconsider his competency to stand trial. Following a psychiatric examination, the judge found that Sell was mentally incompetent to stand trial and ordered him to be hospitalized. 2 months later, the medical center where Sell was being hospitalized recommended that he take antipsychotic medication, which he refused to do. Subsequently, Sell challenged the medical center's authority to administer the medication involuntarily in federal district court. The judge authorized forced administration, finding that Sell was a danger to himself and others and that the drugs were substantially likely to return Sell to competence. The district court then reversed the judge's finding that Sell was a danger to himself and others, but affirmed that involuntary administration of the medication to return Sell to competence was warranted. Sell and the government appealed to the Eighth Circuit Court of Appeals, which affirmed. The United States Supreme Court granted Sell's petition for cert.